Hi everyone, this is Mona and I work as an admin manager for Shore Success Nursing Hub, where we help all our internationally educated nurses navigate their journey to becoming an RN. So, first of all, congratulations. If you're watching this video, give yourself a well-deserved pat on the back. You have come this far in your NCLEX journey from weighing out your options, from applying the eligibility, and finally you're here. So, of course, that takes determination, hard work, and courage. So, you are one step closer to becoming an RN now, and that's a huge achievement. Now, the next step is securing your authorization to test. So, that is generally we call it ATT, which is a crucial part of the process. In this video, I'll guide you through the step-by-step process of booking your ATT for the NCLEX RN exam in a simple and easy to follow way. So let's get started. I'm here and on this page, Google is your best friend. So even if you do things here and there a little, don't worry. So the first thing we have to do is go to our Pearson VUE website. So I'm going to type in NSCBN. See, it gives you the options. What do you want to do? So even if I type register, it will give me the options. So here I am, and there you go. So I'll click on register, scroll down a little. So you see there are a few options, and we are talking about applying for ATT. So my best option is register now. And if you already have an account, so you go ahead and sign in. So I'll go ahead and register now. Now, if you'd like, go ahead and read through all of this. They have some policies and process in place about data collection, data processing, transfer, how they want to use your information, everything. So I have to agree to all of that, right? So what I have to do is check box. All these boxes, just go ahead and click on them. There you go. So once you're done, it says agree. So I'm going to agree. Now, see, it says create a web account, personal information, step 1 of 4. So there are 4 pages. Have patience. You have to go ahead and complete all those 4 pages, starting with the personal information. So here I'm going to write my name. Sorry about that. So here you can just skip it. See, anything that does not have this asterisk mark, skip it. If you want to put Mr., Mrs., your choice. So I'm going to skip that part and I'm going to type in my name. If you have a middle name, go ahead and put that in. And if you use any suffix, you use that. So basically first name, last name, if any one of you is using a middle name, go ahead and use that. Make sure the name has to be as you have it on your eligibility process. Okay, so it should match exactly how it was entered. So keep that in mind. And then your email address. So I'm going to go ahead and put my email address right here. That's a fake email address I have just created for this. So, but you have to put your own email address and then you go ahead and do next. Now you have to type in your address and so address type, homework, or anything. So location. Now I'm going to select the location. So depending if you're in Canada, US, and yeah, wherever you are, just go ahead and enter that. And then we have to go ahead and put the address. So I'm going to put a very random address right here. Address true if you have an apartment number or something. And then choose a province. I'm just entering where I am with just a random thing. Make sure that you're entering everything on your own. And enter your phone number here. So, and then communication preference. So, do you want any communication from them in English or in French? Of course, I would like to choose English here, and then next. Now they're asking you for some additional information. Again, skip anything that is not marked as important. So if you want, you can go ahead and put that in, but for now, I'm going to skip that. And then what is your date of birth? So here, and then choose your gender. Now, read these prompts carefully. What is your US Social Security number? This is only for US candidates. So, if you are not applying through that board, skip that. As I said, anything which does not have that asterisk sign, skip. So, if you are currently or were married with what is your maiden name? If you ever changed your name, what is your previous last name? So, in case you got married or you had a name change, if you feel like, you can go ahead and mention that. If you have answered the previous question, when did you last use this name? I have not changed anything, so I'm going to skip all of that. And then what is your primary language? So another language, English, and another language. So I can do that. All right. Now you can choose a username that you would like to use for your account. Let's say I can use my email address if I want, but I can put like, and then this. Okay, so you cannot use that. So maybe I'm just going to use my email address to make it simple. Email.com. See, so it's good that you use your email address, easy to remember, and it will always be available. And then choose a password of your choice. Make sure that it is, as per they have mentioned, 8 or more characters, a combination of upper and lower cases, symbol, numbers. So make it a good one, okay? And right here, you just have to confirm. Now, in case you forget any of it, they have few security questions, and it cannot be your username or the password. So let's say, so what is the last name of your favorite school teacher? My teacher was Miss Tom. Question number 2. Mm, and then, mm, okay. So maybe I'm going to just this. And then next. Now, this is the important part where you have to pay a little attention in this video, because earlier everything was of your, name, address, everything. Now here I have to choose my board. So anyone who has taken the eligibility within any of the Canadian province, you have applied through Alberta, you have applied through Nova Scotia, you have applied through CNO. So anything within Canada goes under I'm seeking license registration in Canada. And in case you have eligibility through AFRA, that is the Australian board, if you have eligibility from any of these states in US, New York board, which is very common in general, New York board, you do see California board, Illinois board, anything which is from US, you have to choose the option who gave you the eligibility to take the exam. Okay, not where you want to write the exam, like in which country. So keep that in mind, very crucial part. Right now, I'm going to choose Canada. Okay, now it asks you for an option. Are you applying for your RN exam or you're taking the Rexpian exam? So I'm going to choose NCLEX RN. Very simple steps now. What is your preferred language for the exam? I would like to take the exam in English. Okay, this is the main part of your application. Most of the people get stuck here because we try to fill all these options. So what happens if I select all these? This actually doesn't move, and it just the screen gets stuck here. So I'm going to give you a tip here. Do not enter all of it. All I need to enter is there are two things that I have to enter. First, see, select the nursing program from which you graduated. Please fill in any combination of the following fields. So they're not asking you to enter every information that you know. So let's say my education is from India, I'm from Philippines, I'm from Pakistan, anywhere from where you created, from where you graduated from your nursing school. I am going to choose India here. That is where I graduated from. Okay, I love other countries though, but I'm going to choose this one for now. Then I'm going to skip the state and city. I do not have to enter anything here. Then the next thing you have to do is or program code. Okay, so you have to choose any of the combination, choose your country and choose the program code. Now the question is, how do I get the program code? I told you in the beginning, Google is your best friend. So I'm just going to type in NCLEX Pro. See, it's already there. Program code. So choose the first link that you see right here. Examination NCLEX program codes. Click right here and then you can see international education codes. That is the only one that you need. You do not have to go through any of it. And this is all clickable. So click and it takes you there. Even if you scroll a little, you will see all the codes right here. So I'm going back and I'm here. See? Alphabetically, you will see the code for your country. So if you're from Philippines, I would have to scroll down a little and then go to P and the option PH and then, all that. So right here, I have chosen India. So right, this is where India is. So code for India is IN99F and 5 times 0. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to put my exam code IN99F. I have applied too many times, see? So I have these options right here. 5 times 0. And then all you do is search. So click on search. There you go. India, program code, location, India. And then you have to enter a few other information. When did you graduate from your nursing school? Select year and the month. Let's say this. Do you agree? Yes, I agree. If you want to choose this, if you don't, again, no asterisk sign, I can skip it. This is important. Here it says, select the nursing regulatory body from which you are seeking the license or the registration. So here, now, since I selected Canada, I have all the boards within Canada. Okay, so here is a sign in case you did not select the correct option where it asks you from which country you're seeking the uh, you're taking the exam from. So if you choose US by mistake, you would not see any of these prompts and vice versa. If I am taking the exam through New York board and you clicked on Canada, you don't see New York board as a drop down here. So I chose the correct option. Now I have all the boards listed here for me to choose. So I got my uh, eligibility, let's say from Nova Scotia. So I'm going to use Nova Scotia College of Nursing. If it is through CRNA, that is through Alberta, Colleges of Nurses, Registered Nurses of Alberta. So I'm going to choose this and then next. So I'm almost there. All I have to do is go through it, see the admission policy, how you have to reach 30 minutes before the exam, what kind of you know uh, id you should carry with you. So just few tips and few policies that you should be keeping in mind. Go through it, it is for your good. See, example of acceptable forms of your identification for domestic test centers are so and so and so. So make sure you carry any of these. So go through it, it is for your good. It hardly takes 5 minutes to scan it a little and then you're good to go. So cancellation process, reschedule policy, and then I'm going to agree to all of this. Finally, this is the last step, and you can see depending on your board. If it is New York board, you can see a different pricing here. If it is for Canada, most of the time, any of the Canadian boards, you see the same price. So here you can see the estimated total, 360, and then this, and that's the total due. When I go next, all I have to do is pay for my exam right here. So you will have to go ahead and enter your name, address, everything. And then when you do next, it gives you the payment option. So everything seems good to me. I'm going to go next. And then everything, you see the breakdown, just cross check everything here to be sure that you have entered everything correctly. If you want, go back and forth, and then finally I'm going to agree and proceed. So here I am. I have to pay for my exam fee. So you enter your Visa card numbers, pay. So once you do that, you get the receipt, of course. Now, the thing is, when you apply for ATT, you do not get the date to choose your exam date. Okay. So applying ATT is that you're paying the fees, you're telling the board that you're ready for your exam. Within 5 to 7 business days, you're going to get an email from Pearson telling you, okay, your ATT is approved. And these are the dates, like they give you a window. Let's say starting today for next 6 months, you can choose any day of your preference to book your exam. And when you get that email, you can go ahead and choose a date when it is available. You would be able to select a location, the center for your testing, and that is pretty much it. So make sure that you follow the policies, you follow what all you have to carry while you're going for your exam, and that would be all. And all you do is write your exam and pass it, right? So that's it. You know now how to book your ATT for the NCLEX RN. And I hope this video made the process easier for you. And you can always contact us if you have any doubts, any questions about any of the process. So I wish you all the best on your NCLEX journey. You have got this. Thank you so much for your time. All the best for your exam.